Hello, my name is Juan Carlos Santamarta. I am professor of the University of La Laguna in Canary Islands, Spain. And I am going to do a brief presentation speaking about erosion processes. Our summary in the presentation are 7 points: definition, overview of erosion processes, factor, water erosion, wind erosion, erosion control, and conclusions. Erosion is a natural process of a physical and chemical nature that degrades, destroys, and transports rock and soil of the earth crust. This process can be accelerated, modified, or corrected by anthropic action. The majority of the erosion processes are the result of a combination of various factors, such as heat, cold, gases, water, wind, gravity, and animal and plant life. The erosion process depends on the following factors. Factor R, that depends on the quantity and intensity of rainfall. G, factor that depends on the slope and topography of the ground. S, factor that depends on the physical and chemical properties of the ground. And V, factor that depends on the characteristics of vegetal cover. Soil erosion might be a slow process that continues relatively unnoticed, or it may occur at an alarming rate, causing serious loss of topsoil. The factors that cause erosion in an area are torrential rainfall, overgrazing, overexploitation of water resources, change of land use, urbanization and settlement infrastructure, surface mining, wildfires, and salination of ground. Here in this picture we can see surface erosion and soil loss. In the middle of the picture we can see the rock. The next picture we can see a next step of the erosion process, increasing erosion. And this is a picture that shows that erosion by civil works, in particular a road. Preventive actions in the forest after wildfires. You can see in the picture many burned wood using as a barriers to contain the soil. And finally, erosion caused by surface mining works. Water erosion begins with the rain that falls on the soil, breaking it up. Subsequently, runoff is formed. A laminar flow from the land higher up the slope is created, which flows downwards in small rills that transform quickly into large gullies that are difficult to correct and deal with. You can see in the upper position of the picture the drop from the rainfall and broke the soil. And in the second part of the picture we can see the slope that produces runoff. Next step to the surface water erosion, as you can see in this picture. Wind erosion is the loss of the soil surface layer by wind action. This is a selective process because it affects only particles on the soil surface and depends on grain diameter. Wind erosion is a major geomorphological process in arid and semi-arid areas. As you can see in the map, you can see the wind erosion vulnerability. And you can see very high in some parts of the world, such as Spain, the north of Africa, or the north of Australia. Erosion control are remedial action consist of site control to prevent off-site migration of surface water, sediments, and contaminants. Land disturbed by construction activities requires some measures to reduce soil erosion and sedimentation. A construction site, for example, must be investigated for a wide range of conditions, including groundwater level, surface drainage, and surface ground condition. As you can see here, there are a gabion drop structure to reduce erosion. Another picture, use of ordinary material to reduce soil loss after wildfire. And you can use for erosion control forestry restoration. That site-specific condition must be considered when using vegetation. Success of vegetation depends on the climate characteristics, slope gradients, site preparation, and the compatibility of vegetation with these conditions. Vegetation is one of the most commonly used methods for stabilization. It protects upslope with roots, exposed branches, and stems. Surface flow velocity is reduced, and the capacity for infiltration and the water retention from the soils is increased. As you can see here, there is a forest restoration, and in the bottom of the picture you can see wood using as a barriers to contain the soil. Conclusion. The erosion process is considered to be one of the most serious worldwide environmental problems, associated to a large degree with the loss of forest cover. The way erosion works is by detaching material, transporting it by water, wind, and finally depositing it. Repopulation, forestation or reforestation, is the most appropriate option as is the quickest way to introduce vegetation in the area, thus slowing down erosion process. For more information, you can see our website and my email. Thank you very much.